So he knows I'm going to lunch.
He knows you're
He
going to
knows
lunch.
my vibe. He knows how I like to move, and he only sent $30.
I'm not gonna bend over backward for a man that is just sending whatever he can. But if I'm talking to him next time I'm out, and he says, "Oh, you need something for lunch," I'm gonna tell him it's okay. Somebody already sent me $100.
Okay, if we're being completely honest, right here, right now, we've all eaten lunch for $30.
Yes,
let's start
100%.
Wait,
Kilo Cafe spot, baby.
I'm
Yeah.
going lunch for 17. Not even snap us and get something popping, but
we're not saying that we're ungrateful.
Right.
Food is food on the table. However, you know what the standard is.
Correct.
Me in that situation, handling it with grace. Thank you so much, baby. I'm so appreciative. I'm gonna still take a picture of that bill and I'm gonna send it to him. Thank you for the 30. That was the tip.
Also, men, if you know that you cannot give $30 or if it's hard for you to give, then you need to date within
Don't date.
You
not
can
date.
No, you can.
Do not date.
But date with the woman that number one
date.
does not have that expectation, or number two, it's in that range. So
Yeah. It just say unappreciative to me. That's all it say. Man, look. First of all, you got on too much makeup for me to send you $100. Cause I don't know what I'm getting. Let me see. Just go natural, and then we'll see how much you worth. Cause obviously you saying I'm supposed to send you that kind of money because of how you look. Your beauty. So, let's strip it down to the bare bone. Go ahead.
So we're living in a society where now women think that their beauty defines their worth. Their bodies and their looks define their worth. We have gotten so far away from what do you bring more than just your looks, because what they fail to understand is that you have a stage full of women that in some form or fashion all look the same. They're all highly made up with makeup. They all got on, clothing that's similar, maybe some fashion designer clothes. So we have a room full of women. Now we have a society full of women that are able to do that. So they're trying to place value on the way they look and the way their bodies are shaped or their bodies. And that is not where the value of a woman lies. That is not even her purpose. So when you start placing that kind of value on, then you start to, go to men with my looks and my body makes me worth a value, a certain dollar amount, because that's the investment you made into yourself. And now you want a man to pay for the investment that you made into yourself, because you didn't think that you could get a man without making that type of investment into yourself. You didn't think there was men out there that would like you as you were. So once you make that investment to yourself, now you think you're worthy, and you should have a man of a more higher value. That the regular everyday 9 to 5 man can't suit me. And if he comes for me, he better be able to handle what he's coming for, because I've made an investment in myself and I look this way, and my value went from a 5 to now a 10. And so therefore, if you're going to come at me, you better come with 10 energy. You better come with a 6-figure man energy. I don't care what you do, but when you approach me, you better have that kind of energy. And if you can't, then don't come playing over here.
Yeah.
That's what they think.
Yeah. I really don't see nothing worth no $100 on the stage. Not just strictly beauty. I mean, but that's in the eyes of the beholder. So I'm just not. Please get your ass out of here. I can go find some woman working down at Popeyes that look a little that accept a damn cheeseburger from Burger King and be just as happy, and they look about the same as y'all. Just put on a bunch of makeup and put a wig on or some extension, and that's it. They gonna look the same. You line y'all up against each other. Okay. Y'all rate out as a 7, 6, 7. I ain't seen no 8s and 9s up there.
And we living in an era where women are being taught not to devalue yourself, to know your worth. And I think that the problem is that they think that worth lies in their face and in their body or in their pocketbooks, like those who will say, well, I make X amount of money, so a man needs to be able to do this and do that. That is not your worth as a woman. That is not what God designed us for. We were created for man. That's what we were created for. So if you're doing things that take you away from the love of a man, are you really worth anything?
Because you ain't worth shit. Because listen, just your attitude to say something like that right there knock you out of a 8 and a 9 right there. Because ain't now no you ain't no 10. That just knock you down to a 7 right there. Then you got all that makeup on, so we don't know what you look like without the makeup on and the extension. So they're gonna take you out of the 7 place right there. You basically a 6. You're a hard 6. That's it. If you want to say that, hey, I'm worth this, then hey, I rate you according to what your worth is. Your attitude stinks. We don't know what you look like without the makeup on. You seem very unappreciative, and you walking around here with a sense of arrogance that only you think about your own self, because we don't see that. But I guess some suckers out there. There's some guys out there that probably will send them $100. So I guess I better retract my statement, because I know it is. There's some guys out there that'll send $100 to them chicks, but probably ain't the one they want to mess with.
Yeah, but I mean, that's because those guys are not looking, they're not paying you for your beauty and for your body. Whenever a man does something, regardless to what, when you start placing your value on your beauty and your body, then it's just another form of prostitution, even though they don't want to see themselves as that way. When you start saying, because I look this way, because I dress this way, because I drive this way, because I'm this caliber of a woman, I deserve a man that can give me this amount of money. That's just another form of prostitution. It's just on a different level. That's all. It's just on a high level. Because your expectation is, because you've done these things and because you look this way, you deserve a certain monetary value. That's all that was about. Why would you send me $30 when I am the type of woman that you know how I look, you know the way I live, you know the way I dress. I am on top. I'm top tier. So therefore, $100 is what I would spend on lunch. That's what you should think of me,
Man,
or
it's
more.
just like if somebody pull up on a lot with a 1982 Cutlass with some rust on the trunk, and they talking about, man, you gotta pay 25 grand for this here. Yeah, you can want 25 grand for it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ain't nobody gonna pay no 25 grand for no 82 Cutlass, man. I'm telling you that right now, with no rust spot on the trunk. And that's what, just because you can put on a bunch of makeup and say, oh, you're out of your league because I want you to sing. Man, no, we not out of our league. We in our league. We in our league. You just in the league, but you want to be a starter, but you really on the bench. You're really on the bench. That we in our league. We in our league. You not out of our league. And according to this chick right here, she not an ugly chick. I'm not finna sit up here and say she an ugly woman. She got on her makeup, got her hair and stuff on. But we not out of our league. I'm gonna say that.
So it's just the value that they're placing on yourself, and they're making a value of who you are as a woman based on how pretty you are and what your body looks like. And so they've lost all the other values and principles that describe who a woman is, being feminine, being soft, being nurturing, being caring, being loving, being respectful, being uplifting, bringing peace, support, those kind of things that make you, being godly, being pure, being virgins. All those things bring the value of a woman up, and they want to take away those valuable things about a woman and say, all I need to do is be pretty, and all I need to do is have a nice body, and therefore that places my value higher than a woman who doesn't have those things, who can't afford those things. Just like the girl said, stay in your lane. So that means date women who can't make their face up, can't go lay on the table and spend all this money on their body, or for those who are able to go to the gym and have a chef and have these things. For those women who have not reached that level of financial status where they can do that, you're trying to say they're not valuable, so that man should go play with those women. That's crazy.
Cause at the end of the day, if you that damn bad, then where your husband at? Where your ring at? Why do you even talk about what a man got to do for you? You should already have a man that's doing those things. Women that have men doing those things, they're not out here talking. We don't even see who they is. We don't see who they is. So obviously you can't. Now you didn't want to done all that to your body. You got all the makeup, and you still can't get what you looking for. Because guess what? It's your attitude. It's who you attract. Because I'm gonna tell you something. When most of the guys that you want, you probably invisible to them because of your aura, your attitude, your energy. What you come in, they don't want to be. They probably walking around amongst you all the time. They just don't appear. They just don't appear because you attract exactly what you are and what you about. And there's the guys that you don't want. There you go.
And even the guys that they may want or see as catchers, the guy will not value them in the same way. The guy will say, yeah, she's good to sleep with. She's good to look at. She's good for sex. But you're not good. You're good to take out on my own as eye candy, but you're not good when I need someone to listen to me, when I need to lay down and bare my soul. Someone who has pride, who has dignity, someone who will keep my secrets, someone who I could bear children with, and they won't be trying to go to child support and want me to give them $40,000 a month for a child. Someone that I can talk to, someone that I can grow with, someone that has some depth to her, someone who will pray over me. Those are the kind of women that have the highest value. It's not the women who are, and so yeah, you get the man to look at you and he may send you $100 for lunch, but it's an end result of that. You are the women who become the women on the outside. You're not the women who are ever going to be on the inside. Unless you have something more to offer than that. Unless you see past superficial things like money. You should be grateful that a man thought enough to send you lunch money. Period. It doesn't matter. Because every day when you're spending your own money, do you eat $100 a day? No, you don't. Y'all just sit there and say it. So today, because he sent me $30, guess what? I'm going to go get me a $30 meal. Or like the other girl said, I'll add on the rest. Now, inadvertently, she said, I'm going to send him the ticket to show him. That's an insult. I wouldn't do that. So now you're trying to be insulting to the man and belittle him. And that's the problem with women like this.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to tell you what I do. If I send you some $30 and you try to send me a tip, man, I'll tell you straight up, I ain't finna pay no $100 for you to have no lunch. Where you eating at? First of all, if you on lunch, you ain't supposed to be eating at no big high class restaurant anyway, unless you over there talking some business or it's some kind of meeting you dealing with somebody that you need to do a little stepping up your game on. But if you just going across the street, get your ass out of here, but go get a damn a plate lunch or something.
But even the most wealthiest man, if he allows you to have those type of behaviors, because you're talking about 365 days a year, if you're expected to spend $100 a day for that, look at the type of money that you're spending. So you're going to allow her to spend that type of money for lunch. What about breakfast? What's she spending on dinner? What is she spending on gifts? What is she spending? So even if you're a rich man messing with somebody like that, your ass going to end up poor.
Bro, and if I'm a rich man, I'm still not going to do that. I'm still not going to do it. Now, if you're my woman and you being a woman and you doing your thing like a woman's supposed to be doing, then yes, I would do nice things for my woman. But just doing that shit just because I got the money, you crazy. I ain't going to do it just on principle. I'm not doing it just on principle, especially if I give you $30 and you tell me you that's beneath you. Get your ass out of here.
Yep.
It's